Hi, I'm David, welcome to LeisureBit, and today I'm coming to you from Riverside Caravan Park in Pateley Bridge. While I'm here I check out the oldest sweet shop in England and then take a hike through Nidderdale, eventually arriving at the stunning Brimham Rocks, which formed over 350 million years ago. Let's go and check it out.
LeisureBit is the way to go with David, Rachel and Roxy. Let's hit the road and explore.
On the way here it was absolutely teeming down. There was hardly any visibility, especially on the motorway. Fortunately, as I drew closer to Pateley Bridge, it stopped raining. Make a right-hand turn here if you've come through Pateley Bridge and head down here towards the site. On arrival you pull in here and you check in at reception, which is just up the bank there. On arrival the site was fairly busy as it had been the Nidderdale show the day before. I was offered a choice of 3 different pitches and I chose this one. So I'm here for 2 nights, Monday and Tuesday, and the cost for the stay was £60, so £30 a night. That includes a 10 amp electrical hookup, and that's on the Riverside Caravan Park in Pateley Bridge. Right, let's go and check out the site facilities. The site's very well kept and it had a mixture of hard standing and some grass pitches. If you need LPG, they sell LPG, and there's a ramp up which takes you up to the facilities. The gents' toilets are just up there. Quick look up and check out the loos. The facilities were nice and clean and tidy, and also quite warm as well too. And the ladies up that way. In the middle there's a laundry, information room and washing up area. 3 sinks. And we've got a washing machine and a dryer. The washing machine's £3 and the tumble dryer is £1 a go. There's also some useful information and some books. Pub menu there as well, if you fancy going down to the Royal Oak. And also the Bridge Inn and the Crown. There's the reception just opposite. Good view of the site from here. Free apples. There is an accessible toilet and shower here, and also a family shower room as well. You've got your chemical disposal point, and you've got your rubbish and your recycling. Imagine on a bright day it'd be absolutely brilliant. So when you pull into the site, just pull over here and then you can check in at reception, which is just up there. There is a facility to drop your grey waste further up the site, and there's also water points around the site. Campsite tour. Just about 5-10 minutes wander into the centre of Pateley Bridge, and there's a path just behind there to take us in. You can go up that way, just up the steps there, and it takes you up out onto the road. We're going to follow along the riverside. The Queen's Green Canopy, the Platinum Jubilee 2022. There's a path along that way. However, we're going to make a right-hand turn at the top of the little steps and head this way into the centre of Pateley Bridge. Got the river running just along the side of the site. Imagine this flooded at some point in time because it's banked up all the way along. But on the right-hand side as we're wandering in, there's a football pitch and a playing area. Nice. The reason for staying in Pateley Bridge is I'm doing a walk on the Richmond Books and Boots Festival, which is an annual walking event that takes place towards the end of September and early October each year. They put on a number of walks. I'll pop a link in the description, as it's well worth checking out if you're into walking and you like the Yorkshire Dales. I'm joining a walk tomorrow which starts at Pateley Bridge near the showground, so I'll wander down there in the morning. But for now I'm just going to go and check the town out. So come with me, let's go and have a look. There's the bandstand. Bit of a bowling green. Nice children's play area. Not many children playing today though, given the weather. Imagine they're all at school. Wow, isn't that fantastic carving? Elizabeth II, 1926 to 2022. There's public toilets here just on the edge of this park. There's this youth shelter from 2006. Nice. Let's pop over the bridge now. With all the rain we've had, I imagine the river will rise somewhat. There's definitely some flood management in place there. You can see the cream flood barrier there. This must be a floodplain for the river. Pateley Bridge, site of a very early ford. The original 14th century wooden bridge was replaced by a stone bridge in the 18th century. Pateley Bridge, winner of the Great British High Street of the Year in 2016. And also, Best Village in Yorkshire, Pateley Bridge in bloom. There's a range of shops, cafes and restaurants in Pateley Bridge. There's even a cash point machine. Now they're getting rare. Let's take a look down King's Court. Sticks and stones. I imagine they'll be open tomorrow. Even got the bunting out. Here we've got Just Delicious, a slice of heaven. Let's have a look. Well, you have to, don't you? You couldn't pass that without buying something. Earnshaw's Herbal Dispensary. John Earnshaw, just in case you were wondering. Back on Wednesday. The Sandwich Box. Pateley Pizza and the Tordoff Gallery. From the early 19th century, this was the King's Arms Hotel. It closed in 1968 and it's now country wear, mountain sports. This business is for sale if you fancy doing a pet shop and garden supplies business. And here's the oldest sweet shop in England. Building dates back to 1661. Well, you can't go past here and not pop in. Let's go and check it out. So we're now inside the world's oldest continuously running sweet shop, and that's been running since 1827. It's a family-owned business. Look at the choice and selection there is in here. You don't see some of these nowadays. And of course I've treated myself to a few bits and pieces. Remember these? Isn't it absolutely fantastic? Look at all of the sweets. Brilliant. Definitely worth checking out if you're in Pateley Bridge. You can't not. These are the oldest buildings in Pateley Bridge, dating from the early 17th century. There's RS discounts as well. They even have camping and caravanning stuff. Isn't that handy? Here we have the Talbot Hotel from the late 18th century. It's a tea room, restaurant, and also a bed and breakfast. Lovely home style and gift shop there. I think we should go and check out the Crown. Following a rebuild in 1767, the Crown Hotel was an early posting and also housed the excise office. Cheers. So open every day 9 AM till late. Nice treats. There's also a very handy supermarket, the Spa. I'm going to head back to the campsite now as that sky doesn't look too clever. The last Nidderdale show was yesterday. The next one is the 21st of September 2025 on the Nidderdale Showground, which is just behind us here. You can see there last things from the show. In the morning we're meeting at the car park there, where we turned off to go up to the campsite, which is just on the right up there. There is a nicer local and also a filling station. What an absolutely delightful little town. Definitely worth checking out. I can see the van from here. Views from the campsite and the whole area are absolutely stunning. You can see why Nidderdale gets the area of outstanding natural beauty status. And this is what I got from the bakery in the King's Court. That looks delicious. Massive. From the sweet shop, got a packet of sweets. That'll do nicely for the walk tomorrow. I got some Love Heart dip dabs. Do you know what? I haven't had those for years. And some cherry nougat. I also got an onion and a tomato. And if you're wondering what that's for, I already have bread buns and they're for my sandwiches for tomorrow. You could spend a fortune there though. It's an absolutely fantastic high street and it's great to see. Just coming up to 5:30 and there's a bit of mist forming up on the hills there. I'm just making my way to get something for tea. The nice local and the Dale Market corner. Post office services available in the Dale as well. Bakery and delicatessen if you fancy a Chinese takeaway. Got the Royal Baths Express. Ollie's Wine Bar. Here we are at the Royal Oak. Nice tea there in the Royal Oak in Pateley Bridge. Worth checking out. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning. I'm going to start the day with a yoghurt and a couple of slices of toast. That should set me up for the walk, obviously with a lovely cup of coffee as well. Now a walk wouldn't be a walk without a packed lunch, so let's make that now. Tomato, cheese and some butter. And also a little treat I got from the shop yesterday. Right, it's time to head off on a walk up to Brimham Rocks. So let's get cracking. The weather's been reasonably kind. There was a little bit of rain overnight. Fingers crossed for today. I haven't been walking for a while and it's a fairly tough walk today. So wish me luck. Bit of fun, guy. We headed out of Pateley Bridge and then through Bewley. We then began our first descent of the day up onto Moor. The Grade 2 listed York's Folly dominates the skyline above the village of Bewley and sits on the Nidderdale Way. It was commissioned by the York family, and like the Druids' Temple near Masham, it was constructed to provide employment in a recession. Great signal both in the van and on my phone on EE, probably helped by this tower. We began our descent into the valley below and came across this lovely toadstool. And then to the bridge and crossed the River Nidd. River Nidd. Red Kite. On the walk today, there's lots of these hedges, or what appears to be the start of them, but we're not quite sure what they're for. If you know, let us know in the comments. We'll head up here, and then we're going to arrive at Brimham Rocks. Parking at Brimham Rocks is £6.50 for 4 hours, or £10 all day for a car, or £12 for a minibus or campervan. And members park free. Scan your card and you can get a free parking ticket. Here we are at Brimham Rocks. Lovely walk up here from Pateley Bridge, up over the tops, back down by the river, along, and then a scramble up here. Absolutely cracking explore. There's also parking available, so you don't have to walk all the way if you don't wish to, or of course if you can't. Brimham Rocks are an ancient formation of rocks which formed over 325 million years ago. They're made of millstone grit, a type of sandstone deposited by ancient rivers. The rock formations have been shaped by a natural erosion process, including wind, rain, ice and snow, resulting in their unusual shapes. Some of the rocks have names, like Druid's Idol, the Dancing Bear and the Sphinx. That hike's thirsty work. I think I'm going to grab myself a coffee. We sat down in the picnic area and had our lunch. We were greeted by a number of birds that were very interested in sharing lunch. Look at all of these. After lunch, we then headed on our way, had a look around some more rocks. There's lots more rocks to see than we've looked at here at Brimham Rocks. But for today, it was now time to head down into the next valley.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Some kids rock climbing, abseiling down the side of the rock back there. Wow. We're heading down the last descent of the day, back into Pateley Bridge, where we started this morning, after around a 10-mile beautiful hike. What a fantastic walking group. Thanks to Jeff for leading the walk, and thanks to Richmond Walking Festival for making it happen. Plenty of ups and downs there, so looking forward to getting my feet up and having a little bit of a rest before nipping out and getting some tea. The weather's been pretty kind as well, all things considered. Look over the stile. I assume those little gates are just in case the site ever floods to let the water out. So I'm now going to head and get some tea and then come back, chill out and just relax down after that long walk. Unfortunately, I've got to head off early in the morning as I've got work. It's nice to see the sun shining on the hills around Pateley Bridge, much nicer than it was on Monday. On the side of the spa there's an old photograph of what Pateley Bridge used to look like many, many years ago. I decided to treat myself to tea in the Crown. Well, why not? Those birds get everywhere. There's a good selection up here. I think I'm going to go off the hunter's chicken. That was very tasty. I enjoyed that. Right, back to the van. Could have refilmed all the content that I filmed yesterday, as it's much brighter today and it would look a lot better. But the reality of camping is, it isn't always sunny, it isn't always bright. Sometimes it does rain, or quite a lot it does rain. We wanted to keep this channel real, just that you know what to expect. So what did I think of Pateley Bridge, Riverside Camping Park? It's really good. Got everything you need, hard standing pitches, and absolutely gorgeous part of the world. Whether you want to go walking or just potter about, it's absolutely brilliant. And I'd highly recommend a trip to Brimham Rocks too. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you for the next bit. Bye.